Welcome to the Ben Sports Show. For today's video, I am going to bring you Ben's 4 biggest college football games week 1. So how I do this is I predict the team, and then I give you the explanation, and then I go second, third, fourth, you get it, so on. And that's how I'll do that. So for the first game, it is going to be 11-ranked Michigan versus 17-ranked Florida. The game will be on at 3:30 ABC, and it will be in Arlington, Texas. And how I see this game going is Michigan 22, Florida 24. I see the Gators winning by 2. I know the Gators have 8 suspended games in this one, but however, I think their running game will be too much. And I know both Michigan and Florida lost a lot of assets on defense from last year, but that's how I see that. And even though they both had lost defenses, expect both defenses to still be on a whole other level. And that's what I see. I think Florida's going to be just a little too much for them. Expect a lot of lead changes, but that's how I see it being. Next game will be 15th ranked Georgia versus Appalachian State, and this game will be on at 6:15. I'm pretty sure, 6:15, and it's going to be in Athens, Georgia, on ESPN, and expect Georgia to win 49-37. This game, it'll be kind of close in the first half, maybe even some in the third quarter, and then Georgia in the fourth quarter especially is just going to pull away. And that's how I see that game being, really. And then for the third game, it's going to be 3-ranked Florida State versus number 1-ranked Alabama in Atlanta. And I see Alabama winning this game 37-20. Quarterback for FSU, Deshaun Francois, he will be good, but their offensive line will not be able to protect him against this Alabama. We know he got beat up last year. I know he's good and stuff, and I know they have now 3 new starters on their offensive line, I'm pretty sure. At least new starters, and they can't warm up versus Alabama. That's just not going to happen. And I see, even though with the good FSU secondary FSU has, I see Jalen Hurts being a lot improved. I know, and he was even great last year, and I see him being even better this year. And that's just what Nick Saban will do to some of these players. And I see Alabama winning by a pretty fair margin, 37-20. That's how I see it. And then for the fourth game, it's going to be in New Orleans at 9:30. I know you guys are going to be tired by this one. Your bellies are going to be full and all that. But make sure to watch this game, because this game will feature BYU versus 13th-ranked LSU. And this will be a good game. And how I see this game being, well, first it's on 9:30 p.m. ABC on New Orleans. And how I see this game going is, this one's a pretty tough one to predict, actually. But I see, I'm going to say LSU wins by 8, 23, 23-15. I think that's going to be the score. LSU wins. BYU has a good defense. Or actually, no. I'm going to say 31-23 LSU. BYU gets a good defense. We get all that. But LSU I like their new offensive coordinator, Canada. He's going to do great. And there's still going to be too much for the BYU defense, and BYU struggles to put points up on the board. And they'll get some, but not enough. And I got LSU winning 31-23. So that's how I see Ben's 4 biggest college football games playing out. I'm gonna continue this, and I'm gonna put out more videos soon, definitely. And I'm gonna do. I'll have a records, and then on next week I'll tell you my records from this week's game. And have fun. This is the first week of college football, so I'm very excited, and I hope you guys are too. Woo! Until then, see ya.